Hello everybody, welcome back to Rosgrease Gaming, and today we actually have a replay this time. I know, we had some Premium Spotlight videos. If you guys didn't know, from the past few videos, we had a couple Premium Spotlight videos, and from Genova and Verbus Unis. I know they were quite painful for me to play and show you, but this time it is a Warship replay. For goodness sake, Raz, when do we go back to 8? Well, we are. Today it is the Tier 10 Japanese or Imperial Japanese Navy battleship Yamato. Yes, I am contracted to actually do that replay, that sound effect for you guys. So, come on, I have to do that every single time we do a Yamato video. So, here we are, Tier 10 Yamato, and it is a ranked battle for this time. So, for those who don't know what ranked battle is, every season they do release this. This is season 14, if I remember correctly, on top of my head. Come on, this has been out for long enough. People know this all too well. Or for those who don't have the season experience and that you're watching this video, ranked battles is basically a certain tier you're only allowed to play. So, steadfast, only one tier. And this season it was 8 versus 8 in tier 10 only ships. And the way the game goes is you have 2 caps, maybe 3, counts on the situation, but most cases it is 2 caps. And first to the max amount of points wins, or all ships removed. Now, it is sometimes a little crazier when you had the standard random battles, but with ranked battles it is even more of a serious. Because one ship removed means there is one more ship on their team, and it can mean the difference between victory and defeat. And that's not even a laughing joke about this. We have seen it all too often in ranked battles, and I've seen it all too well, that it has been a make it or break it. Now, as I'm recording this, I'm currently at rank 5 with 4 stars, working on getting back to rank 4. I lost a match the other day against somebody in my Moskva. So, we could talk about another thing about picking ships and stuff like that, but that makes no sense. Right now, that Shimakaze, I don't know who he is, but he is getting destroyed by the Grozvoy, the tier 10 Russian destroyer. If he gets that guy down, come on, oh, so we have a trade. Moskva kills the Shimakaze. Shimakaze kills the Grozvoy. Now, to be fair, I don't think that's a fair trade. Honestly, if you think you're going to actually die, take somebody down with you. Don't have somebody else taking your kill for you. Now, the objective, though, in ranked battles, and for most cases, destroyers are going to be the key point. If the destroyers are gone in the team, if there's any of them, because I've seen them all too often, if they get deleted, that means the team doesn't have very good spotting if they're still excluding some DDs from their team. Like I said, it counts on the situation. So, anyway, their friggin' spy just got himself a nice hit on that ship. Oh, broadside to Curvers, even though it is a very potent ship, doesn't have accurate guns unless you buff it. Its strength is actually its secondaries. It still is. It's far better than most ships out there. Yep, 9k. Only 2 shells penetrated. That's actually impressive. You should get a lot more hits there. But nope. So, let's take this and put ourselves our little cone heads here, and as you go on here. Spy's got a Yamato and a Montana at B. The enemy team have a Culper and looks like a Worcester on the opposite side of the match. Yep, it's a Worcester, and they are trying to flip A. There's 4 ships there. That should be easy. 4 against 2. If people focus the main target first, which is the one in cap, focus it down, get it down, easy win for that side. But, as I always say before, it's easier said than done. I have seen it all too often that players just leave somebody near dead. And, yep, there's the angry in chat. Frickin' shoot it! For God's sakes, Worcester! Kill the Worcester! Nobody's killing the damn thing, but, you know, 6k left, 3k left, 6k left, 3k... This is all too typical. When players don't focus a ship down It's left to a pinch of a health early in the game. They don't see it for a bit, and it's got heal. It's back, ready for the fight. Hello, I'm ready to hit you again. Anyway, they have taken B cap. There was a Shimakaze there, and smart move. Kremlin and everybody else over there have left and finally removed that ship from its existence. Finally, the Worcester on the enemy team went down, so it's still a tie. 2-2. However, it's not 100% a tie, because if you guys have noticed, they have capped A, like I said before. So that means they're getting points in. So the score is technically them getting points, which means they are closer getting to victory. Like I said, the objective for this goal is you have to focus very well. It's a lot of teamwork in ranked battles, and you pray that your team is going to work with you. If you act like a bloody fool, your team is going to give you hell. And I am not going to ever let that one go, because honestly, you guys all know too well, if you're a seasoned vet, if your team is not listening to you, you're playing ineffectively, and you could say, hold my beer, I know what I'm doing. Trust me, sure, unless you know that your team's acting like a complete idiot, you're going to be the one who's the idiot and is going to screw up the team entirely. Most cases for me, I know what I'm doing, because I know the ships I'm playing, I know how to handle them quite well, and I know how to play them effectively to get maybe 1 or 2 kills if necessary, and effectively help the team when necessary. Such as a Stalingrad or the Moskva. I've been playing Moskva lately and been doing it quite well. And Yamato has just blapped their Montana on their team. So now they're down 1 battleship on Spy's team. This is not looking good. Score is now 444, and it's climbing on their side. Remember, first to those maximum amount of points wins, and it's so bloody close. And there's the Culper. He is going for a full DAC on anybody he could see. Spy's not letting him see. He's adjusting his position. He's making sure he's not getting there. And see, there's Taco. Angry, salty, complaining. And this is another thing I needed to say. For that guy, I understand people's argumentation. But please, don't take it out on the whole team. If they're trying their damnedest, they're trying their damnedest. Some players, they just don't learn. I will definitely agree that some people, it's like hitting your head against a brick wall, but honestly, just try for God's sakes. That's all you're asking. If you think you can't do it, don't do it, guys, in ranked battles, because this is the saltiest thing to ever play in Warships. You thought clan battles was bad? Ho ho! You have no idea how salty it gets in ranked battles. Okay, folks, so we sped up quite a bit here to skip some things, and because it was going to get mundane here. Now, Spy stopped here, raiding the tracks here behind this island. Now, the reason for, you just saw him pinging. Why is he pinging? That destroyer, that Shimakaze, is still not showing up. And last time he was spotted, he was flanking on the opposite side of Spy, behind that island. So he's using the island as a protection against him. And sure enough, there's the torpedoes. But unfortunately, Spy has hit the backup button. He's trying to go forward. But nope, he's taking one on the right there on the rear end. That is not where his torpedo protection is, so it's going to be a full pen. And yeah, Moskva just took 2 pens as well. Not very good for him. But he had to use his damage control, so now he doesn't have a damage control for a bit. And like I said, this match is still very close. It's still very, very close. And Spy's just trying to do as much focused damage on any of the ships he's seen to giving a good broadside or anything in the aspect. Now he knows Shima threw his torpedoes out, so he's got now time to move the position, get himself in a different position so that Shima can't throw torpedoes in the same place again. Because it's going to take a bit for Shimakaze to reload those torpedoes. Spy puts up a spotter plane, which actually it's his fighters. I thought it was a spotter. Kind of question that choice, but that's fine by me. Anyway, We got an enemy battleship right up ahead, and he is pushing forward. Now, the nice thing about Yamato, compared to other battleships in this game, it's the largest caliber gun in the game. It's bigger than Kremlin, it's bigger than many others, and what's nice about it, because of its large size, it can penetrate over 32 millimeters of plating on the front end. It overpins through that, overcompensates for that, and can penetrate through the citadel. However, that doesn't mean squat when you're going broadside to a Yamato. And unfortunately, that doesn't do any citadel damage, but boy, was that quite a bit of damage. And that other battleship looks like he's getting focused to bits there. Is he going down? Nope, we just lost the Mosfa. Fire on the enemy BB right there. Come on, Spy, show him who's boss. Right through the nose, buddy.
Torpedoes.
I got some more pens. And here comes more torpedoes. Miles can only take so many hits like this. He does have the best torpedo protection compared to most ships in the game. But that doesn't mean squat. That's 2. 3. Spy takes 3. He's coming up on this broadside. Come on, Spy, you got this. Zoom in a little bit and take the shot. Zoom in a slight bit and take the shot. Spy? Oh boy. Now he's turned around, he can't get his guns around to that position, and he's now going to be broadside to another battleship. However, that Montana's near weak, and he's throwing a lot of secondaries on him. They don't need squat when you have another gun. And that's goodbye, battleship. High caliber has been awarded. So now the score's getting closer, but they the enemy team still has the lead. They are not letting this one go. And Spy just lost another ship on his team. Unfortunate. So now it's only him and Hiragumo against the Shimakaze.
Torpedoes, direct.
And oh boy, here comes the torpedoes. Spy, please dodge these. Please, please. Never mind. Now Spy's taking a full flood on his character, and it is not looking good. He doesn't have a way to damage control that. He could have avoided that. He could have easily avoided that torpedo. But, hey, I guess he was just staring at a wall or something there. Doesn't matter. That Aragon was keeping him spotted, and he's getting practically almost a broadside to frickin' Spy here. He doesn't even know where he's really fully positioned. Full broadside salvo in, and no, that wasn't very good at all.
The enemy's about to win.
Well, these guys got to do something very quickly to that ship, or it's gonna be trouble. And look what Hiragumo just did. That's a whole bunch of torpedoes coming his way. I don't know about you guys, but I would not want to be the receiving end of all those torpedoes unless you were paying attention quite a bit. But looks like this guy isn't paying too much to it. He just sees Spy, he sees him at low health, and he says, okay, I could focus this guy down, come back, turn to the Hiragumo who's shooting me, and wipe him from existence. Hiragumo's desperately firing arm-piercing into the superstructure, because that will pen. And, well, there's 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's a dead BB. Bye-bye, buddy. So now, the only ship that's left on the enemy team is the Shimakaze. Now, let's point out, both caps are on the enemy team side. They don't own the caps. Now, you would think that would be the best idea is these two to team up and work together to get the caps and come back. But look at the clock. They don't have much time left. They have not much time left on that clock. So now it's either make it or break it at this time. So they have to just bite their lips, get their big boy pants out, and go and spread out and go for each cap respectively. Because there is no other way to do this. No matter how much people say sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows and say that would be the best way is to team up and work. If that Shimakaze gets spotted, you can focus them down. But for all we know, that Shimakaze can say, okay, it's GG, we did enough damage, we already got the caps, there's no need for me to fight, I could just go hide behind the back of the map and let the points tick. Which, normally, I would. But this match, as I said before, or probably haven't, but I will say this again, it's going to be full of surprises. Because it isn't what you would always expect it to be. So, strap your boys in, because what you're about to see is, well, I think quite interesting, but quite painful for some players in this game. Enemy torpedoes coming again from that Shimakaze. Spy's turning desperately not to take a full mouthful here, and he took one on the belt. That's it. So we kind of know where the Shimakaze is. He's somewhere up north, right at the back there. He's not spotted, so he's just out of Spy's detection range. Either A, he's behind an island, or B, he's too far enough from the Yamato that he can't be seen. I choose the latter. He's behind an island of some sort. So, while Spy is capping, Hiragumo's practically flipped the cap and is now making his way towards Spy's position and to team up with him and stop this guy from actually becoming the next problematic ship or player. Hiragumo did take the cap. Now Spy has taken a cap as well, so all the points are now going to Spy's team. However, there is a massive lead on the enemy team with that Shimakaze. So it's going to be bloody close to see either A, Shimakaze is going to go down, or B, there's just enough points from the amount of time to get this. So you guys be the judge of that. Because to me, it's too close to call. Too close to call. But Spy's detected. He knows he has the cap. He doesn't need to be there anymore. Because sitting in the cap is being a sitting duck. So he is flooring it and getting the hell out of there. I would. What's the point of staying there? You already have the cap. If they start contesting the cap, you could just turn right back into it. Because you know where he is then. You know he's in that circle. There's no point of staying in that circle. Unless you want to be a giant target to that enemy destroyer Shimakaze. Which, speaking of which, there's his torpedoes, and up there he is. How you doing? Take some Hiragumo shells there, Shimakaze. Hope you enjoy them. And yep, he threw a smoke and ran away. He knows better. Here he goes. Oh boy, Hiragumo. He's got more firepower than me. I'm gonna go and hide. Hide with my toys in the other room. So, now with that taken care of, Spy and Hiragumo can right now just hold his position. He's going to have to do something desperately, that Shimakaze. Either he does or it's all over for the team. It's going to be very, very close. Very, very close. You can see the clock is ticking and the chat's going, should we take him? Should we go for him? I don't know. Go for it if you can. Go for it if you can. Do it, do it. We got no choice. Go. The Hiragumo is a slow destroyer. It's almost like a small cruiser-ish. And here comes the ticks. A few more seconds. And it looks like it's going to be a loss. But then the last few seconds, here comes the points. And Spy and his team have taken the lead by 10 points on the clock. Jesus. I don't know about you guys, but that is probably the closest match we've ever seen in wargaming history from put on this YouTube channel. Just a matter of a second meant the difference between them capping and getting the points to a win to them losing. So, congrats Spy for sending that one in with the Dreadnought High Caliber, and I'm so sorry for the red team for taking another personal match, guys, that we've seen before, where the winning team snatches the jaws of defeat from that victory. Just thanks. Here's your consolation prize. Thank you so much. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you don't like it, you know what to do. If so, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon for further videos. And if you guys have your own, please submit it down below in the forum down below. Thank you guys again, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.